to be your gay?
Yes, she did.
That's wonderful. That's good. That would be very awkward.
So that's. I wish we had gotten on live 10 seconds sooner. Happy Pride, everyone! Happy Pride! Woo woo! I'm so glad they said yes.
Oh, actually, she was like, "Don't you have something to ask me?"
Welcome to Into the Universe of bitches and bros and non-binary hoes.
Yep, that's especially in June, but really all year long.
Is that the new book name?
Oh, shoot. But am I lit now? The story is about to be, because we're starting book 9 tonight. Before that, I just, I haven't done this in a while, and I wanna give a shout out to some stuff. Don't worry, I haven't grabbed the joke book. Mostly, it's right here. Don't worry, we'll get one of these.
Yeah, let's do a joke.
Anon Watsy product. This is by Lynx. Their little dice. Let's see if I can get the camera down in here. But it comes with cards that tell you like what levels of the potions there are. There's little D4s that represent like what color potion and how much it is. So like there's 2 D4s in here for the normal healing and so on. I've lost the purple one, but I'll fucking find it. Oops. But check them out. You can find them on Amazon, but I've seen them at some gaming stores actually too. So it looks like this. Throw them some support. And the true horror, as always. Jeremy is not here, but I can at least torture Liz a little bit.
Yay!
Actually, Jeremy usually laughs almost as much as Briggs.
Yes.
But
what can I say? I'm an easy mark.
Mike, what is the difference between a Rakshasa and a house cat?
The thumb's bend backwards.
One is a conniving feline monster, and the other has backwards hands. John, what's the most refreshing fey creature?
I don't know, what?
A sprite.
That's a good one.
I thought those had a lot.
Oh, I should have asked you this one, but you got infected with lycanthropy for like 2 sessions. Last game, Kenna. What did the werewolf say when the heroes barged in on him? Don't look, I'm changing. Briggs, how do you stop a minotaur from charging?
Ask for a discount?
Pull its tail.
Cancel his credit cards. And Liz.
I like to lose his answer.
Why should you swipe left on the undead?
Is swipe left yes match or no match?
No match.
No match, okay. Because of the oozing guts?
The chance of getting ghosted is too high.
Oh.
All right, and that's going to be that
I
for
keep
that.
thinking about the wall. Oh, God.
Because of their trauma.
That's the real answer.
The one about the fake creatures, I'm just like, the one about walking in, I'm just like, it could just be like, what did the fake creature say when you walked in on them? Close your eyes, I'm changeling.
Oh, that's a nice one too. There you go, Mike. Take advantage.
Yes.
Braddock is now unstoppable, everybody. I mean, he's a level 14 fighter. He's kind of there already. But, yeah, we're here level 14 in our horror comedy campaign. Yay! Woo! We had our little bridge chapter last week where we kind of cinched some stuff up. You guys got a little teaser. You got some cool things. The letter is there on top of your box. If you guys want to look at it. I don't know if you guys necessarily heard it. Kenna, you were sick. So I don't know if you even know what we're really fucking talking about.
I was working, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I worked through the entire session.
Oh.
That's the
That was
second.
the 14-hour day.
That's the second Veld letter you've found. You also took a stone that seems to be the kind of core keystone, literally, to making having access to the memory core of this particular grotto. You don't know how, to what extent, if it'll even work, but you are confident, Mr. Magic Item Person, that this is the engine. We can start from here. It was like this is the only step that I can see, and so you've taken it with you as you guys came back to the boat. You were greeted by Magra. I had a quick little look-see. Eyes drawn to the southwest, or I guess more the west, which is towards the kind of more the center of the Lubra from where you are, and then they disappeared back off into the horizon before you guys came out from hiding. They left the boat alone.
We got a bunch of magical items.
Oh yeah! Did you guys hand that shit out yet? What is this? Ugh. Daybreak. Gross.
We also got the rose that's acting as
Did we
hags.
Did we kill it? Did we eat it? Did we set it on fire?
No, we found out that in order to destroy it, someone has to sacrifice their happiest memory to it.
No scars.
I was only here for fun.
Roll an Arcana check.
Well,
Cassidy.
Didn't I already know all this because I touched it? Because I automatically
You
know?
understand the properties of it, but this is you.
32.
You hypothesize that if, and you don't know if the one that you have previously worked with would even fit this, but you hypothesize that if you had something akin to a heart forge, you might be able to melt it down.
Let's go to the Heart Forge.
You don't know if the one in Morse would be strong enough,
The original Heart Forge?
the original heart forge, or if you would need something bigger. It sounds so.
Isn't it just like a giant
Veld's first heart forge is in Morsk. It sounds like the mythological heart forge exists in the Burning Reef. The one that he based his design off.
We're familiar enough with Morsk's Heart Forge that I can just teleport us there. Not so much the Burning Reef.
We also
would
got
have, we have a high probability of landing in the ocean.
well, we also got a couple of magic chalk, a couple pieces of magic chalk where we could just
If
draw
there's a door nearby.
We can just draw a door,
I
and then we
didn't look at
we
those.
can travel through any door that we are familiar with.
Is everything on Discord?
Yeah, I took a picture of it. I don't know if you.
I
put
sent pictures of the
Yeah.
items in the book too.
The Chalk of Exodus. We could just go.
So we could just draw a door into the wall and then walk through a door going back into the Heart Forge that we were originally at.
Braddock. Sorry, as you guys are talking, you can.
But yeah, got a bunch of magic items. Got the rose that is the source of the hag's immortality. And then last we left off, that giant kaiju monster that attacked the ball back in Belagar. We had to hide from that. And then that went back into the ocean, and then we are still technically on the beach, about to head out, I guess. I think that's where we left off.
episode? Which episode?
So
episode?
I
Yeah,
realized that happened.
The chalk is a 10-mile radius, so that's more like an easy escape door.
Okay.
I realized
Long-distance
that
teleport.
the timing was we still had like days where people needed to heal and stuff, so that Magra thing would have happened before you guys dropped Terry off. That would have been like right after you got back. It's not like Paraval was searching the island for 4 days. You were taking care of all your shit.
Yeah.
The Magra stuff happened, then you guys dropped Terry off, You got your armor back.
What happened with Magra?
He just came and poked around the island after you guys left Odessa's fight.
He
The
just
werewolf
popped up
island?
for.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
he
he
just
went
popped
off
up.
towards the center, like, if you had to draw a map, it's like kind of through the middle of the, given where you guys are.
Are we just kind of? Is it kind of like the Weather Channel is now giving updates on where Magra is?
I mean, there's reports if people see him,
It's like a
it
natural
passes through.
disaster,
Yeah,
basically.
pretty much they're moving natural disaster.
Hurricane Magra.
We're reporting on the Magra situation in the Isles today. As you can see, it has wiped out 7 isles in the past week. Now, if you're in Belikar, you're safe for this week, but next week, it might be coming for you.
Gusts of up to 120 miles per hour.
I know, right? And watch out for snow this weekend if you're in the Northern Islands. But
Back to you, Al. The stuff's always on the rest of the kind.
And as always, make sure that you are indoors at night because that sea of undead is always a coming.
so, Braddock,
Uh-huh.
you guys took about 3.5, I think, days to take care of shit after the hag fight, if I'm remembering correctly.
We took two. 48 hours.
So you have 3 days left before this Marisel party.
Yeah, we need to get back. I'm flying the ship back. Like, I just needed to heal. I needed a long rest. So I'm just flying the ship back.
Okay, so
While everyone else rests.
while we're on course, I can spend the first day drawing a teleportation circle on the ship as an anchor, and then I can take a couple of us to go try destroying the rose at the Heart Forge.
Interesting.
I don't know
While you travel.
How useful
Yeah.
I'll be, but
and then I'll be able to, if I form a coven with Mort, I'll be able to teleport back on the same day.
I mean,
I'll go. I've got the bed.
We could, you could try making something if you wanted.
Ooh, that's true.
Oh, is that an option for me? Oh, what do I want? Oh, I'm.
oh yeah,
considered.
you guys went through a memory hallway. And
Yeah.
while you all relived memories, they all shifted into
Like potential future.
potential futures, almost like it's almost like it started with if the stars aligned outcomes, and then things went dark. And it didn't feel like this was definitely, but it was like a potential promise, like maybe. But that's how true it felt. Like, oh, that didn't feel like overly a threat. For some reason, I really believed what I saw. Some of you didn't seem affected. You did, however, see scenes. Ron, you saw
it like a
that
prophecy?
while Mare was worried about possibly not living to get his dragon life, there was an assurance that you'll be there to support him. no
Was I
matter what.
there?
You were there. You got pulled into a wall.
Okay. So I
and
wasn't there.
you weren't there. You lived through a memory as well.
Oh.
It happened to everybody. Ron and Talani were the only two who didn't get rolled just low enough to get like sucked into the wall. Or Ron rolled so poorly, and she rolled so well, and then there was another roll to see where you landed on what the memory is.
Okay. I thought the warden's life was extended because of their bond with the dragon.
Yes, but just in the sense of Mare having those wild urges to go off in the wild again and just like hang out with dragons.
Do dragon shit.
Do dragon shit every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably bullied in the dragon communities. They're like, haha, you're tied to
A fleshling.
Hoarder. Gold
But-
hoarder.
But he's a fox.
Sirmia,
be a regular
everybody
dragon.
saw you
Have a
on
board.
a hilltop with Malthea on like a nice little just house just a little bit away from the city, but the city's still there. Peaceful. And then it shifted, this was all via stained glass, to the cabin, the countryside on fire, creatures of the night running around. Within your own experience, you were having a peaceful life. You kind of like snuffed out like any real threats or infestations of like aggressive undead. You set up a great peace treaty with like the peaceful vampire clans and made it to where there was actually like peace in your time. And then you started to notice within the nearby rivers and swamps that more frogs started to show up over days. Toads and frogs and amphibians. And it started to overrun, kill the local wildlife. They were just aggressive hunters. And eventually, creatures, they looked almost like demonic frogs. Your religion would be high enough. There's things known as Hezrau, which are basically frogs from the river Styx. Big old motherfuckers that just smell disease and took over the countryside, and you woke up in a small stone box. You smashed through the stone box with anger and gumption, and you managed to gain in the hallway with your friends. Talani, while you were not pulled in, you saw your family around you with you holding the box that your father gave you before you left. And those are the only... You saw your potential future with your family. You saw people who you might know, maybe. You don't know. Saw a lot of kids who look familiar. And heard voices in the other room, but things went weird before you could really put your finger on it. Anyway.
Is there any way to quantify how late in the future it was?
You guys can roll insights.
Sure.
Everyone's answer might be a little bit different.
18. My passive thoughts on this, though, is that if I had not already found a way to live forever, I would not be settling down. So
17.
that would make me distrustful of the vision.
Insight.
Even though I would always take it with a grain of salt, but still also.
27.
14.
I didn't roll. I don't care.
Okay. Yeah.
Braddock makes casserole.
Approximately like...
Not happening. Also, I got
like
to steer the ship.
Not my business.
Maybe
not
like
my
12
memories.
years
Yep.
for you, Cassidy. Serbia, it felt like 5.
Seems like some magic
Ron, this felt like it
shenanigans.
could be next week. It could be 100 years from now, because you're a Kitsune, they're a dragon, you're both gonna live for fucking ever.
Yes! I didn't get a future.
It felt... It felt very present for you. I guess his did too, technically.
Where'd you get your dragon?
What's that?
Where'd you get your dragon?
I was given him from, like, the culture I came from. It was kind of like, almost like Pokemon. Like, you go off on an adventure and you get a dragon on your adventure.
Incredible.
I need to.
Yeah.
I need to find me that.
Do you guys accept adult adoptions?
Can you get a dragon to adopt me?
Well, I'll have to check with the union and see how that works.
You have a union. Please take me.
You had me at union.
These people got it right.
Is the Sour Patch Kids around?
I thought I put them...
There's Twizzlers.
Wizards.
No, I've
Brought them
had
back
Sour
out.
Patch Kids. Oh well.
I hid them because
You
my
probably
son
ate 'em.
played down here and I didn't want the teenagers to have at them.
I bought them for to be eaten, so if they did get eaten, that's the way it is. Whatever.
We'll find
You like Skittles?
Can I offer you some Skittles in this trying time?
Yeah.
So, you guys have a party. You want to go to the Heartforge?
Yeah, me, Talani, and Mort probably.
All right.
Braddock's flying.
I'll be your, thank you, sir.
Yep.
Your bodyguard.
Julia
And then
needs
when
to
I
go
come
'cause
back,
she's
I'm
the
going
only
to
one who
open
knows
this
how to
box.
work the Heartforge.
Okay.
I forgot about the box. When Joanna gets back on the boat, she wants to open the box.
Pinched.
Unless maybe should I do it before we go to the hot forge? In
No,
case
do
it
you have
reveals.
any? Do you have any possessions that you want to throw into the heart forge?
I mean, I have this cool ass axe.
Oh.
The barrel.
Oh god, I miss my barrel so much. I might hoist a barrel. Yeah, but you know, just like, hey, Clissa, do we have like
You're gonna forge a barrel.
like a spare, like a beer cask or something? You know, just like a good like medium-sized barrel that's now empty.
Oh, she like kind of nods, looks over, makes sure no one's watching, like sneaks up uncannily stealthily behind you. She's like,
You were right there.
"You got a body, you got a hide, girl. Listen, you just ask little Chrissy, she'll take care of it for you, but you know, you can't be saying that sort of shit out loud. People are
I understand the confusion. Although, I mean, if we're on the sea right now, like I could just throw it overboard, right?
Oh, right. Always thinking. I like that.
So I was thinking ahead. No, I'm going to the hot forge. I mean, I'm trying to think of, you know, fun things to turn into like cool, legendary, eternal objects, and I do miss my barrel so much. Also,
I miss
this
my
really
barrel.
cool ornate axe that I do love.
That is pretty fucking sweet.
It is pretty sweet. Look at all the carvings on it. See that leonin right there? Really cool, right?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. No, don't touch.
Sorry, got brain freeze. I'm drinking this martini slushy.
It's a Long Island martini slushy.
So
So
it's
much.
just a bottle of vodka.
We have a blender on the
As everybody's
Good power by
on board.
bicycle.
Yeah. As everybody's kind of like getting ready, she's finishing up her teleportation circle. You know, it takes what, like an hour, a week.
I don't know how long the.
I think it takes an hour to draw the circle and a high fucking level spell. It's something. It takes a. You're not just like no. You have to prepare the circle if you're making it an anchor. There's some. I think there's like a specific thing. But anyway, it's more than just that. You open up the box.
Yep.
I
can't believe I forgot about this.
There is, you can see if there's some, you know, it's like a small square like this, flip it up, there's something underneath like tissue, paper, and then there's a note on top.
I was raised in a polite society. I read the note first
Okay.
before opening the present.
I forgot how to say daughter.
Tochter.
Tochter. But it's, or if Talani has a pet name amongst her parents, even if it's something that they only say like if there's a crowd of people and they need to get your attention, it's something that, you know, that one weird little thing that maybe they only call you when they're feeling like really sentimental. Something maybe you haven't even noticed since you were a little girl. But whatever that might be, that is how this letter opens. Schnecka?
Yeah, it means snail. Just like a.
Oh god,
It's
I
just
love
like
it.
a cute like little.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
know how you call babies like Bubba?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Schnecka.
I was in my head. I was like, "Is it going to be the word for kitten?"
Das Kind.
It says, Schnecka. We thought long and hard about this when preparing this for you during your month. But we know now that it is in your blood to go and venture forth in the limelight. Your father asked, and I gave my blessing to share this with you. I guess it would go the other way around. I asked, and your father gave his blessing. As for tonight, he was preparing to do the same. I hope to see you soon. Please be safe. I don't know if you've got a pet name for your mom, but that's how she signs it.
Muji.
Muji.
Yeah.
And that's how she signs it. And then you can see on the bottom, there's just like a little, don't die, sis. And then like a little like sketch. It just says V.
Oh.
And then there's, after that, you can see there's a second folded note. This one crumpled, handwriting you recognize as your dad's right away.
Got that dad handwriting.
That dad handwriting. And, Schnecka? Did I say that right?
Yeah, Schnecka.
Schnecka. The way that you handled yourself in the Osnabrück battles was beyond comprehension. While I'm sure you'll have many questions, I believe it is time that I share this with you. Your mother has been the only one privy to this information up to this point. But I hope I can give at least a little context. Please forgive me, but you may or may not have noticed that I procured your wrestling outfit while you stayed with us here in Osnabrück and had some adjustments made to it.
Oh, interesting.
I have enclosed...
I saw the Dracoon was taking a long time.
Yeah. I've enclosed not only your costume, but perhaps a little bit of myself as well. And then he signs his whatever. Dad.
Helmut.
Yeah.
Papa.
Papa. And then you just have whatever's underneath this tissue.
I am deeply intrigued. I look over my shoulder. Anyone watching? In case I cry, I'm going to shuffle and face the wall so no one is looking at me. So no one can see my face. And I carefully open the tissue paper.
You see there's a bunch of newspaper clippings on top of some sort of fabric.
Okay.
And it's the Silvermane wins regional fight, and it's like just a young male.
So Duchess
man.
rises again.
You know,
It's a silver
the Silvermane puts Osnabrück on the map for sporting tourists. You know, and it's like him, and you've like.
The guy's a legend, but
Yeah, but it's where the dad is sharing all these.
Why is
things.
he a big fan of the Silvermane?
And then
I feel like Braddock, the only one of the shit. This is like.
Yeah, I rolled like a 2 or something, so.
and
Oh, thank you.
you see a picture of like him handing like a very young Haku one of his first title belts.
Holy shit, I didn't know that Haku knew the Silvermane.
You know, one of those things like he's dwarfed by Haku, but it's like the handshake and the. You know,
Every wrestler is the exact
face.
same thing. One is doing this, the other is doing this.
Yeah.
Every single wrestling photo.
And then you see a small, and it's you've seen these before. It's a note, but it has like a message thing on it that like crumbles, disappears after it's enacted. And it's as you're like pulling these away, you pull away the last of the newspaper clippings, and you can see it looks like an outfit tied up with this note as like the linchpin of the paper.
This is very fancy wrapping. I recognize that my papa's work anywhere.
As you take it in, say that, it lights up, and vision of your father pops up in front of you. And he goes, "This is to the one known as the Duchess. I speak to you today not as Lord Ironheart of Osnabrück." And he like puts his head down. And in weird fashion, like the mane pops up and he is in full Silvermane regalia. And he goes, "I come to reveal my identity."
Talani starts screaming.
To she who I deem worthy to carry our city's mantle.
Braddock's like,
No, Braddock has left at this point.
Someone's
But
got to steer the
perhaps
ship.
the silver vein is not meant for you, and so I have at least shared unto you something. This old costume is tattered and ragged, but I have had the tailors of the castle work on stitching it within yours.
So now your costume is mostly yours, but the garnishes are your dad's old Silvermane costume.
Oh, it's like silver trim. Oh my god. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh. Oh. Talani is screaming and crying.
Cassidy comes
Just-
marching together like,
Tawny, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Catarrhal noise.
Kalani, what's wrong? Are you okay?
It's just a lot of feelings. Get out of here.
Okay, just checking. I just heard the screaming and assumed the worst. Okay.
Oh my
So
god.
now, at least as far as you know, you and your mother are the only two who know of your father's identity.
Talani's gonna cry for a bit. Just
The teleportation circle's been done for like 20 minutes.
Well, hey, at least
Just
you got
make
something
Braddock
to throw into the
up
heart
front
for
shit
you
out.
know?
yeah, so she's a throw, she's a lot.
It's a costume.
Oh, scheiße.
Alright. We're gonna take a quick bio break here,
Okay.
and we'll be right back.
tits.
And we're back.
Just in time.
Yep. Didn't notice because the screen was on.
We'll be ending a little bit early tonight, just so everybody knows. I should have warned everyone at the beginning when we started the stream. But we'll be ending just a little early tonight as you guys go to the Heart Forge to see if you can get rid of this pesky rose.
I will, be the muscle. I'm right here. If
Honey,
anything
you're
goes awry. Yeah, I know. Listen, I just have. It's just a lot of pollen right now, right? I'm just allergic to all the pollen on the sea.
Ah, yes.
There.
The pollen on the sea. That's
Yes,
weird.
it's-
I'm allergic to pollen too, and I don't feel anything.
Listen, it's the aquatic flowers underneath. So you don't understand,
I don't
Sam. Yet.
understand. You're more allergic to pollen than me. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not how allergies
Okay.
work, but
Anyway,
Anyway,
You...
where's Julian? Let's go.
Oh, okay.
I grab Mort by the collar, kind of like a cat.
Oh, alright.
you're holding him like a piece of toast in your mouth.
Mort, drink this wine. He knows the drill. You have to drink the wine to form the coven.
What kind of wine is it? Is it good?
Merlot.
Is it Boone's?
It's something expensive. It costs 100 gold per bottle.
Oh.
Wow.
it's bourbon barrel aged.
She can afford it.
Dwarven bourbon barrel aged.
Ooh. Made with real dwarfs.
Unfortunately, you only need a glass per person.
That was a
and there's
very
just two of
special
us.
batch. That was very, very special to my culture. We don't talk about it.
So we have drank
Lots of
all
people
it.
died to make that.
First rule of dwarven bourbon:
Hey.
we don't talk about dwarven.
Lots of
bourbon.
people died to make it, but all of us didn't die when I used it to help us not die.
Yes, thank you.
Form an evil coven.
I formed an evil coven to help us not die.
Is an
Well, then that's morally okay.
is an evil
Jessica's coming with us.
is an evil coven truly evil if it's meant to help?
Yes.
Hey, sometimes evil can be good.
That's true.
My alignment is chaotic good evil.
Cause
Chaotic neutral.
chaotic evil.
it's chaotic chaos. We can't even define it.
Evil.
Yeah.
pride.
Well, okay, I'm
chaotic
leading.
evil.
I'm leading good, but I do deal with evil creatures like Jessica to do good. She has to do what I say, so she's technically good, even if she's an evil creature.
If anything, she's probably lawful evil.
What are you talking
She's onto her onto the package.
I'm lawfully beautiful.
She has carefully folded the costume back up.
No, Jessica, you're
It is
chaotically.
I'm sexy and
Jessica, you look great in that sundress. Let's go.
TJ's at a
Do you
loss.
teleport into Morse or you teleport into...
The Heartforge.
Okay.
I have to roll a d100.
The door just opens.
Let me pull up the spell real quick, and I'll tell you how far away we actually are.
Ooh, that spell.
I feel like Braddock's steering the ship when everybody walks by. Just to sit there with Chris about just out of nowhere. He's like, you know who I was thinking about the other day? A great wrestler, Silver Mane. Oh, he was so good. And I was just talking about him. Wasn't I, Chris? I thought, what the hell were you talking? Wasn't I, Chris? I thought,
Yeah. She looks at Julian. What is this?
I don't know if Jelani can quite hear you because she's caterwauling again.
Okay, so
beautiful.
When we get there, I'll draw a teleportation circle in the forge so that we can use a lower level spell slot to go there.
I'm not a complete outcast from my family, even though I'm already emotionally detached from them.
Okay, so
Children.
how does this work? Okay, you actually rolled a D100.
Okay. Okay.
69.
Nice.
Do I know an associated object in the grotto that the heart forged?
Oh, 100%.
Fallen god.
Okay, then 1 to 100 is a success actually. But if I didn't have an associated object and I was just very familiar with the location, then it would fail on a 1 to 5.
So, you teleport into the Heart Forge itself.
Yes.
All of the robots immediately, like, eyes turn red, all the lasers, like, you know, guns come out of every little thing, and you've got, like, 100 guns from every angle at you.
I point to Julian.
How can we help you today?
We're
It's
here to
been such
destroy
a long time.
We're here to destroy a hag's phylactery.
Ah. Yes. Particularly powerful magical items can indeed be destroyed in Heart Forges if the proper conditions are met.
Yeah.
What are the proper conditions?
Go on.
Well, one will need the magic item which to be destroyed, of course.
I hold that up.
Fantastic. As well as a number of magic items that approximate an equal value to diffuse any enchantments which might be lingering about the destroyed magic item. Sometimes it can be 1 for 1, sometimes multiple are required for the trade-off.
And you said that we could just destroy it by giving up one person giving up their happiest memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I give it to the robot.
Ooh.
Give up your happiest memory. That apparently the flower sees that as an equal trade.
It does not work with non-organic creatures.
Crap. Talani, what do you have? I start going through my pockets.
Yes, there's so many magic items.
I
Did anybody call dibs on any of the items that we got from the hag?
I am very interested in the that chalk.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling anything super utilitarian we'll keep, like the cell.
We
and the
do.
chalk.
We did get a particular item that has to be attuned by a druid.
And we don't know any druids right now.
Is that the
So-
staff of the cephalopod?
No, that's the manual of vine golems. You can hold
So-
on to it if we ever meet a druid.
Oh, I mean, we don't really have the money to make a golem. Usually when we run into a manual, we're not, like, trying to make a golem.
Yeah. So maybe that one. I don't know how much it is. There's also the staff of the cephalopod, which we probably don't really need unless someone on our like B crew needs it because we all have the manta ray cloaks.
True. Yeah, so we can get rid of those. It logged me out, sorry.
I don't remember what the staff of the lantern bearer is.
I can do some fun things with light.
Yeah, it's got an inherent like cantrip, and you can like manipulate it, and you can also use it as a spell casting focus, and it increases light and radiant spells, attack rolls. And
Oh, it's like
CCs.
the clicker thing that Dumbledore has.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeesh, it's taking forever.
We gave the bookmark of Eldritch Insight to Mort.
Equipment. I have a manual of stone golems as well. We could use both of those. The stone golems is very rare and worth 80,000 gold pieces, and the vine golems is very rare and worth 30,000 gold pieces.
If you had to estimate in gold or platinum or the diamond or something, what would you estimate the those to be, Verse? this magical item, Mr. Robot?
Well,
I'm not giving up my wand of giggles. Sorry.
This is useful.
I tap Talani.
these are quite significant. Are you sure you wish to?
No, you can't have
destroy-
my wand of giggles.
No, I mean, I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering how much, if we had to put a coin amount on the hag rose, what do you think would be worth?
That would be perhaps difficult to say. Certain legendary items are considered invaluable. However, there are enough rarities within the upper echelons of magical items to where oftentimes you can find things of equal value or similarly equal value.
If you had to put a coin amount on your happiest memory, what would it be?
I don't know if that can be quantified.
We need to
I
find
don't-
like a 2-year-old child, or not a 2-year-old, a 2-day-old child, and just put the flower.
I would say for this, you would consider these manuals to be a little more than half of what would be required for the magical essence to be extracted.
Together or
Together.
separate? Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. Then halfway there. What else do we have? I'm not getting up my hat, that's for sure.
Don't you have magical items in the box that you guys aren't using?
We've got. I know we've got that mirror that
Okay,
where we
dropping
speak the command where we can trap someone in there.
That's pretty cool.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Let's see.
I don't know if these are the items that we actually have, or is this?
Oh
is
no,
just
those are
Those
fragments.
are not. Those are fragment journals. We're
journal
looking for the
frag-
cards.
here we go.
And lark mail, magical medium.
Oh, we don't
rare.
have the broom of flying anymore. I know that.
Who has the broom of flying again?
Nobody. It's splinters. No, I don't know where it
That was a Grimoire item.
No, we gave it to what was their name when they joined us briefly.
GGG.
Delistra has it.
The lister, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Okay, I have lark mail, medium rare armor, 1,000 gold pieces. Saddle of the Cavalier. Well, in this saddle mount, you can't be
Saddle
dismounted. Here.
Oh, that would have been useful with the bats.
That's
Yeah.
a
Oh! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm holding on to that.
Well,
Well, damn, that was a
using
one-trick
the
pony.
trident
Damn,
of fish
that's all I can do that
commands?
once.
I
No.
know that.
You have that?
Yeah.
Periodic
Am I
wound
using that?
closure.
Not really, but it's part of my
Jeez,
enchilada of.
Dust of sneezing and choking.
You guys
I've used
that.
it.
Bracers of archery. Are you using the bracers of archery?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe I am using those already.
Okay, so we have the lark mail and the 2 manuals.
We can throw in the staff of the cephalopod too. I don't think anyone.
Yeah, that's a very rare.
Yeah. And we all have the cloak of manta ray, so there's a lot of crossover there.
That's a very rare staff. It doesn't list a price.
He's a wondrous item. So
Exsanguinating blade, rare, 1,000 golds.
as you guys assemble all of this,
I'm just going through my bag and throwing stuff behind me, and the
Guide
robot's
robot.
catching it.
looks over all of it. Does like a quick scan. Its eyes ping blue and goes, "Very good. This should suffice to meld and diffuse the item back into the forged metal itself. Now, if you would please."
I'm so glad I got to keep my bone with.
it a whip made of bones? Does it go clickety clack?
It can, probably.
Humanoid vertebrae.
Oh my.
Don't worry, it's in a sexy way.
Oh, is it better?
Um,
I'm not gonna ask questions about that. I think I'm too vanilla for this.
level 14 levels in. I think I'm too vanilla for this. You've seen someone literally peel.
I haven't even kissed my boyfriend yet.
Yeah, it's like...
You know, Sarmia, sometimes me and you are just on completely different wavelengths.
That's
I love
why
you so
we're
much.
best friends.
I love you so much, but we are very different people.
It's a matter of perspective, really.
And you guys start the machine, it lights up, the hanging skeleton of Agrigorn is illuminated from like this glowing vat of god Ichor underneath. The vat, what would you call it?
Did you have like a piece for the Heart Forge?
I do, remember it was like the big,
Yeah.
like
Do you
monsters?
still have it?
I think I do.
So that Talani can see it, because she was gone.
Yeah, I was.
No, it's not.
I
here.
gave birth. Missed that.
Darn.
Darn. Yeah, it was worth it.
Tell-
That kid's pretty cool.
Tell Guillermo he owes you a
Force friend.
heart forge monster thing.
I will let him know as soon as I get home.
Okay, sounds good. Be like you.
Oh, sick!
Yeah, so that's half of it. There was also 4 like catalyst machines.
Oh,
that
yeah!
that we were
Yeah.
defending
Yeah.
from the enemies that were attacking us. What was the name of the
pretty cool.
enemy? Was it like
It was Undertree.
a striker or a searcher?
Oh, Retriever.
A retriever, yeah. It was a big robot. It was like
Oh.
a Gundam.
I got excited. I thought it'd be like big dogs.
It was a Gundam spider.
Ah! Alright, cool. I'm glad I wasn't here for that.
And it's still alive.
Ah!
We didn't kill it. It ran away. Twice.
Oh, Lord, okay.
Yeah. Oh, Lord, great. So now when the giant spider shows up, I'll know what's going on.
Yeah.
But you guys, the platform, I don't know what else to call it, raises up out of the vat. You place all the items on one side, you place the rows on the other, and it drops down. And as it drops, like as the rows, it almost like gets hit by lava, like it catches fire as it hits the ichor. And this like black ink kind of like spreads out from where it is. It smells like burnt hair almost. And then you can see that the other stuff melding, kind of it all swirls together, and then it hits this like burning hot orange color as it dissipates and it cools back down to that like blood red as they raise it back up, and you can see now that it is a bare platform and nothing is on it.
Cool, we had to get
Did we hear a
happiest
scream
memory.
or anything? Or is she too far into her subdimension?
She's too far into her subdimension.
Okay. Does it just trap her in her subdimension, or does she die?
She is now mortal. So you can
So when she comes back, we are now.
Otherwise, she's basically a lich. As long as the anathema is active,
So she's still gonna revive?
she will. But she would continue to revive. This is like destroying a lich's phylactery.
So she's still going to revive, but now that the thing is destroyed, she cannot revive.
So we have to
again.
go back and kill her?
It's
Who's
like
to say where
Voldemort
she'll come
killing
back?
Harry, which actually just destroyed the Horcrux inside of Harry. And now Voldemort's mortal, so Harry can do, the Deus Ex Machina spell. Yeah.
That's
he's made him
actually
mortal.
kind of exactly what it is. I didn't even
it's
think
a
of it that
Horcrux.
way, but that's
Yeah.
that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's exactly what it is. Oh, I see you, D&D. You think you're soft.
D&D came first.
yeah,
Rolling probably stole that from
that-
D&D.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, it's better.
Rolling's not cool
No,
enough to play D&D.
no, but Lord of the Rings came out first because it was the whole Sauron in the One Ring, as long as the One Ring. What?
I never read
Yeah,
one of
except
those.
magma can literally destroy the ring, so...
That's true.
But as long as
Is this
the
not-
ring
Are
is
you guys
survived.
done here at the Heart Forge?
No, hey guys, I think I want a cool thing from the Hot Forge too.
Yeah, sure. Feel free to try. I'll be in the bathroom, and I just go and search through Belle's shit.
See if we find anything
so
new.
how does this like work? Is it I'm going to have like if I put something in there, is it gonna also give me like an evil curse? Is it like a
Well,
is it like
no,
a
There's a possibility.
I guess there's a possibility. You have to like bond.
We all
with
roll.
it.
Yeah, we all rolled a save.
Yeah.
A very important save.
Yep.
Oh.
A very important save, and we made it. And
That's
then
why I'm
we-
here. Gift of luck,
Yep.
guidance.
What kind of
Bless.
save?
Was it a con save?
Yeah, it was a
Oh.
con save,
I'm okay.
and you have a bardic, a bradic, and a ranic,
Okay.
and bless.
And
And
a
my
con
support.
save of +14.
Yes.
And expertise in con.
So you need
Expertise in
to-
con saves.
So as long as you don't roll a nat 1, you'll be fine.
Which I would probably be okay because I also have like a lot of luck dice too. So
You need to bleed into the forge
okay.
with whatever item you wish to fragment.
And what would like happen? Does it
You
destroy
need to
the thing?
infuse it with an essence of something. She infused it with luck, I think, chance.
Yeah.
You infused it with
With
knowledge.
I think mine was
Protection.
actually possibility.
protection. He fused it with kinship. Mort's was despair or something like
Was
a
grief.
part grief. It was basically a part of them. The whole point is when Veld made his fragments, he literally put an
Mort's-
essence of himself into that fragment.
Okay.
So the same concept is the way it goes for you, and that con save is to resist whatever the fuck this Heartforge is or does.
I poke my head out of Val's bedroom to brainstorm ideas with you.
It's a very simple but very comfy bed.
He has good taste.
Yeah, he does.
What
So
do you
he's like
think is
Dr.
your
Doom.
biggest
Like-
essence of yourself?
I mean,
Championship,
like strength or something.
Courage.
Pride.
Courage, pride.
Pride.
Okay, so that's a
I like pride.
lion pun. Rude.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Fuck off.
Determination.
Ooh, that one's good. Thanks, Julian.
I try.
So you can say more nice things about me, guys. This is really nice.
I mean, it could be a
Sex
dark thing.
appeal.
Mort's was dark. Yeah, mine was really weird.
But like that.
I mean, you're
fits
so
you.
cheery, Talani. I don't.
What about the power of friendship?
I think that's kinship. That's what
Oh,
Ron
okay.
has.
I mean, it would make sense for two people to have kinship, I suppose. But I won't do kinship. I won't do kinship.
You get the same item as Ran.
Yeah, right. It's just another.
Resolve. Okay, well, I do have another question. Does it like destroy the original thing if I,
No, it venture to wager that most if not all of the fragments were at one point a regular item.
Yeah, or mundane or wondrous items.
You can ask more questions if you want. I gotta run upstairs and check on something.
Okay. Like strength or resolve, probably. What was another one somebody said? Determination?
Yeah,
How do you quantify that though?
championship.
Championship? I do like the sound of that.
So we're also we're thinking of
I love it.
what something that is like the essence of yourself, but it's also going to, in a way, define your future. Because these are going to be items that come with us, and we're going to achieve things with them, provided we don't die. And they're going to have that history and investment and intent kind of baked into them over a long period of time, and they're going to get stronger as we get stronger in that way.
I'm just writing these down.
You could also choose something random. Nobody's stopping you. You could be like, I'm really good at snuggling. My artifact is the artifact of snuggles.
I'm a really good snuggler. Honestly, that would
Except
that would
probably-
work because
That would define the ability of the
Yeah.
artifact. It would probably just
it would
give
mean
you
that no one could ever escape my grapples.
It would give
That's
you
a
a
good
plus
way to
10
get out of
to
it.
snuggle
I
checks.
was just like,
And you can never roll a nat 1 on
Yeah.
snuggles.
And then, like a 50% chance that anyone would like fall asleep in my grapples. just become just like a cozy little
Avatar
kitchen.
of Snuggles.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going with?
I don't know, she just seemed pretty torn on what to choose, so I was like, you could just choose something silly like snuggles.
That's true. I could choose something silly like
I wouldn't
snuggles.
stop you.
I want to do the axe of snuggles.
just wants to be close to you.
I'm going to slaughter my enemies with snuggles.
So what are you thinking? What essence of yourself do you want to infuse into this item, Talani?
I suppose I like the strengths of my own identity.
Oh.
So I don't
Identity.
Perseverance.
perseverance, perhaps. I wasn't expecting to go to the Heart Forge, so
Nobody was.
Nobody expects the
Endurance.
endurance, like emotionally and also physically. I can run pretty far. Running is the worst, but I can do it. What would championship even look like? I mean, but would it even? I've just learned some like really big things about
That's just
my
a fancier way to say strength
my
and
own
winning.
it's strengths and winning.
Victory.
Victory.
Word choice is important.
Yes. I suppose championship could also mean like sticking up for the little guy too.
Mm-hmm.
Being a champion for.
Being a champion for. I think I like that one. So like having the strength to stand for myself and others.
Okay.
Yeah. Championship.
Are you ready? I pull out a knife.
What's- I pull up my axe. What's happening?
Alright, what's the item you are infusing?
I cut your hand.
My costume.
Oh, your costume. Very nice.
I want to be sure this is not going to destroy the thing.
Absolutely not.
No.
Okay.
It
I
will
would be
get soaked in
so upset.
necropore.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Like,
so.
would it like wash out?
It kind of becomes infused with
It
semi.
might change color.
Yeah.
You could just dye it again later.
I think that, okay, I just try it again later. Okay, so that's fine.
So,
I want to keep the silver.
as
We'll buy some
so
silver dye on the
you
way back.
cut, drop your blood, and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And remember all the bonuses.
Gift of
you
luck?
got.
Just roll all of your bonuses with it. So 2d6, 1 for Braddock, 1 for Rannick, and a d10 for Sturmia.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I think there's
And
one
then I
more.
have a bless. What's the bless?
I think I have one more
For
level
guidance.
before it becomes a d12.
Guidance is a D4,
And this is a D4.
but then a bless
pancreas
would
says
be a
no, but my heart says
D6 as well.
I don't know. You gave me guidance, right?
No, Mord would have given you guidance.
More gave me guidance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Big money, big money.
No whammies.
Oh, that's a net one. Good thing I have. Good thing I have that. 6, 12, 16, 30, 43.
Wow.
Just made it. No.
Just barely.
The long
You
explodes.
needed a 42.
Talani's pecs just like burst through the top of her shirt with her constitution save. Oh.
Lonnie wears a shirt? I never imagined her as wearing a shirt. I thought she was just naked all the time. I mean, she has fur.
She does have fur. No, it's rude for no the we didn't wear clothes.
That's hilarious.
And plus
We have to cover up all of our nipples.
Your inguinal nipples. Do you have a special bra, or do you wear 4 of them?
Don't worry about it. Yes, I got a 43 on my con save.
So it goes down. It flashes red. The suit comes back up, and the thread all has, when it shines against the light, has a little bit of a crimson sheen on it. It has like a weird, like, do you remember that one of those like 90s things that would reflect a different color than the color that they were? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that, like a weird little red reflection comes off of it after a certain point. So when you wear this armor, you gain a +1 to AC,
Oh my god.
a +1 to your crit range when you're wearing the armor.
Okay.
Costume, but yeah.
So meaning that I can crit on a 19 now?
Mm-hmm.
And a number of times per day equal to your charisma modifier, you can gain the effects of the Sentinel feat for 1 minute.
Sentinel.
And Sentinel is whenever someone comes in within your threat range, you can use an attack of opportunity.
It's whenever they attack an adjacent person next to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Or, and then opportunity attacks reduce their speed to 0.
Oh.
So if you do an opportunity attack for other reasons, like if they leave your threat range, their speed will still become 0. It doesn't have to be because they attacked someone else.
Okay. Okay. Ooh. Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Now you got...
Protect my friends around
Now you see all the fancy sparklies that everybody's been playing with. You see why John can't roll anything lower than a fucking 37.
I come out of the bedroom rolled up in Belle's blanket. Okay, ready to go.
This is, and it's most for my comic book people out there, he's very Dr. Doom. It's one of those like, God damn it, fucking hate that I kind of like you. Like one of those like got good taste, kind of classy, but also like definitely a bad guy.
This fuzzy blanket feels magical. I don't think it is, but it feels.
It has no. It definitely has some
Makes me feel magical
thaumaturgy.
when I'm in it.
Yeah, it's got some thaumaturgy on it, where it's always got just like a little bit of extra nuzzle going on with it. So it's always like just rubbing up against you the right way to where you feel like snuggled. It is a blanket of eternal snuggle. That's what official canon. It's an official Runa item. The blanket of eternal snuggle.
adding
Okay, I'm gonna add it to our list.
I'm adding it to my inventory.
Do it. You guys go on a dragon quest or a Dragon Ball quest to assemble the 7 most comfortable items in Runa. You got the slippers. You got the blanket, the nightcap, the pillow, the mattress.
Dragon tales, dragon tales.
Veld had like 6 of them. So.
Wondrous item.
The water bottle of
legendary.
The campaign comes to a sudden and unexpected stop because nobody wants to do anything anymore because they're so comfortable.
The cocoa of...
That's why all 7 have never been assembled before.
Contingent.
They just get comfortable in what
Yeah.
they have. It's just like, I'm good.
The description is self-explanatory.
I love that. Enough said, as Stanley would say.
Talani wipes away.
Okay,
a
let's
tear.
go back.
And then another
I
tear.
draw a
And she just starts crying a lot
teleportation
again.
circle so that if we ever need to come back, we can without having to waste a 7th level spell slot. And I teleportation circle back.
Nice.
To
So
the
you
ship.
form an eternal link between here and the Vald Grotto beneath Morsk, beneath the Vald/Bonvillain family estate.
Well, the circle just allows me to cast teleport without needing to roll the D100.
Oh, wonderful.
And now we know we can always like take a nap there too, because it's a good mattress.
Mm-hmm.
It might even be a magical mattress.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Vald.
Talani, as soon as we're back on the ship, she ducks into her cabin and into her bunk and changes.
I immediately go to make my bed.
All right. So, you as soon as you don it and kind of like see yourself in the mirror for the first time, you feel the effects. It's just like that first inhale of like owning your space in it. You know,
That new
stretching
car
out.
smell.
Yeah, it's got that new car, old god blood smell.
I'm
to
just
it.
really feeling myself in this outfit.
You really are.
I throw you some silver.
The royal tailors definitely are showing off their pedigree with the workmanship on this. Like, it's not just a title.
Yeah.
And it's you consider it masterwork, I guess. I mean, it is, but
What is that? Just non-magical, but magical.
pretty much it's
Non as good as non-magical can get.
exactly it's as good as non-magical can get. Even though this is, if it did not have a magical quality beforehand, it was considered masterwork. But this is definitely like it was a masterwork piece of craftsmanship before it went into the.
Yeah.
You
This is
know.
the kind of thing like you put in there. Yeah.
Yes. Mhm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This
This is not some like Old Navy dress. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's
Oh, look, this is
we're
from the
doing vintage
Coles.
Levi's, not Levi's from 2025.
right. Exactly.
Yeah. If I wore pants, I don't know.
You guys.
Wait, you don't wear pants? Oh God!
So, do you go to?
It's to cover up all my nipples.
I guess. What is your game plan? Do you go right?
So
You have to sell stuff at Baylor Car.
so many
Yes.
girls.
Okay. So
it's like even more than a normal cat would have.
you guys arrive.
Tamami has.
You all have various
16
apartments,
nipples.
places you can stay. Some of you have literal homes that you live here in Baylor Cars.
I've heard shit.
Honey, I'm home.
Yeah, some of you live on
It's
the
just
boat.
a gratuitous
Um,
number. Why would anybody do that?
As you're there, she, it's her, and she has her two sisters there with her, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, Braddock!"
Oh, hi, sister.
And
Sister.
she's like, "Honey, sit down. We need to talk."
Oh, okay.
So as you know, I've been queasy. I've been queasy when I first wake up.
Oh, yeah, you've been sick. I've
Yeah,
been wondering
and
about that,
I as you know,
I got you these slippers, by the way.
I was gonna say my feet have been getting a little swollen lately.
Yeah.
These are gonna be really helpful. I think you should sit down. You're sitting down.
Oh, yeah, sit down. Oh, sit back down.
I'm late.
Hey, I mean, I think you're right on time, right?
And she looks at her sister. She's like, "I told you this would happen." She's like, "No, Braddock." And she takes your hand. She's like, "I'm late."
I'm not. What?
Braddock.
Oh.
I'm a little bit Ron is there. He's already got him. He's already like in a robe, hair on a towel. There's like,
Think really hard.
honey,
on
we've
this
been talking about this.
Oh. Right, I'm gonna need you to leave my.
Hey, I was just walking by. I didn't. Hey, the door was open. I heard the conversation.
Are you okay? And then you hear as you're falling down, "I told you this would happen." Darkness. Braddock, you wake up with smelling salts.
And then Braddock.
Get
and gets huge. Just lifting up Martine.
Oh, yeah, careful. We're still a few months out, but we're sure. We're definitely sure. So I thought you should know.
I think Braddock sets down Martine. How do I get things?
Oh, well, it's, you know what? Okay, yep, we'll let. I told you this would happen. And they...
He's gonna have the SS whatchamacallit baby proof tonight.
I feel like I kick in the door to the general store. Baby!
Oh, yes, sir. Just right here.
I'm gonna be a daddy!
So, you guys all assemble at Tassan's office. Braddock is late.
He's late too? Oh my god! What a magical day!
Female dwarf this whole time. Nobody's asked questions.
It's because your beard is so beautiful.
Damn right.
It's given rise to the notion that there are no dwarven women.
And they just sprout up out of the ground.
Eventually, as Tassan, she brings her line, I suppose we shall... The Captain shall get here when he gets here, but please, let us touch base before you head off for this celebration.
You're fine. I'm just gonna stand up here.
As previously asked, we want you to go and judge the character of one Lionel Marisel. He is the head of the Marisel family. He is known to be quite philanthropic, given the amount of money and the people who he rubs elbows with. He has somehow dodged the reputation of being a money-grubbing
A miser.
jack-off. as it were.
Jackal.
But he is within the political speakings of being asked to become the new noble house head for this area of the Lubra, since the Atvarians have been stepped down. But I have asked Braddock and yourselves to attend their annual soiree for the welcoming of spring, and to judge his characters. You can come and report back to see if he is a trustworthy person. Just know that nobody is perfect. However, we are often, as we've seen, working with less than perfect people in these noble house positions. So if we use perhaps the Iron Hearts as a proper litmus test for someone to be compared to, that would possibly be our best hope. But he is supposed to be a very rambunctious and boisterous person, full of life, a big man, both in personality and when he fills a room.
So, like, are you just, like, dancing around the subject? Is he, like, annoying, or...?
I find the man quite enjoyable, to be honest. He is very personable. He does not necessarily understand their personal space.
And neither do I, so I think we probably won't get along.
You might actually get along quite well.
Right now, Talani's actually a little bit too close to Tassan.
What? Perhaps then, if you could judge, he is known to be a man of the people. He was brought up from a lower middle class family from the Straits of Tabla, built a thriving merchant business with his younger brother. And from what I understand, their father, in his later years, while doing aristocratic visits, conceived an illegitimate child. And while the father refused to have him brought into the house while he was alive, once the father passed away about a decade or so ago, Lionel and the brother Prospero agreed to bring the younger one in and so he has been the head of the shipping department for the Marisels, but he will also be in attendance. The entire family, at least the adults, will be. It is not a soiree for the children, as it were. It is not a clown party. There may be clowns there, but it is definitely an adult 48-hour party. Ah, Capitan, you join us.
Oh, I feel like if that Braddock essentially kicks the door in again into this room. Big stogie.
Yeah.
I got cigars for everybody. Cigar for you. I got news. I'm gonna be a daddy. Congratulations.
Oh my shit.
Are you gonna be a mom or a dad?
Ron, I'm gonna need you to leave this room now.
Talani tackles you.
I'm gonna be a dad.
We shall repair that.
I am grappling you with love.
I feel like the door got kicked open and then I went through the wall.
It's Kool-Aid.
So Deputy sighing, going to cast Stone Shape now.
He does
It's like a 3D printer with magic.
He does the stone shape. I get up. I'm right behind him looking at that. You know, there's a little groove argument. If you just give me a sander, I can just get that out.
Rough that out.
Alright. Well, I don't mean to change the subject
Sorry,
right
I
away.
was late.
Congratulations!
Thank you. Yeah, sorry I'm late. I was baby-proofing the house, the ship,
It is
town.
understandable.
It cuts the outside every quarter. Is like,
It has those like foam like pads.
He works really efficient.
As I was
Brett's gotta
saying,
come to my house. My kitchen is still not baby proof.
It's
Oh,
almost
yeah.
concerning how fast
hyper-focus. Once his full attention is on something, you can't stop him. Nothing stops
I
him.
broke my ankle right when my kids started walking, so did not get around to it.
Cassidy, I think this means you might lose your deputy position.
Oh, little deputy baby Brett!
I kick in. I come in through the wall again. Yes! Thanks, Ron. My job scared. No, you can't take that. That's my forged item. You can't take that.
You're on a ticking timer here. You got about 5-6 months, something like that, until you're dedeputized.
Oh, come on! I've
all pensions,
got
no.
18 years at most.
Now people are going to
I don't know
ask
about
you why you have a deputy pin on when you're not a deputy.
You've
he was
clearly
officially
been.
deputized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We can absolutely celebrate more, but I want to at least go over the specifics before you arrive. This will be a party. It takes place over 24 hours. The last day of winter and to usher in the first day of spring. It shall begin at the dawn of the last day of winter and end with the sunset of the first day of spring.
Jessica, we need to acquire drugs for this party.
No, she's like, I know a guy. Said more. I don't have any drugs.
It's still
You know you
Alisor,
have
though.
opioids.
It's still the same drug dealer that he bought them on. That's Jessica's guy. That's her connection. But,
There's a bunch of moldy rye.
oh,
Let's
God,
get ergot poisoning.
yeah.
Oh, it's the best trip you've ever had.
I love having drugs.
So
Natural!
please do not
my
bring
hair.
the illicit drug. Is there a hag here in the police station?
Don't worry about it.
Ah, my name is Jessica.
She's my best friend.
You know what? I will not.
Tell her you
regardless.
like her sundress.
It
You know,
might not be
she's evil.
sundress.
Yeah, she's
It
evil,
will
but
be
it's a nice
happening on a
sundress.
place known
She's
as.
evil, but she's beautiful.
Okay, so I can stay. It will be on a place called Bloodview Island.
That sounds
It
ominous.
is
Yeah,
a
what?
private island owned by the Marisels.
Okay.
They have owned it for generations.
But okay, hold on. Sorry. They definitely hunt people there.
Oh.
Yeah, 100%.
I-
Bloodview Island owned by one rich family for generations. So they hunt
Regardless,
people.
I'm gonna be on hallucinogenics when we go there.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I
Probably won't help your odds.
asked
Yeah.
that when you do
Says that out
leave,
loud, I pull out a book.
it is within the next day or so. I would appreciate
But it is.
arrive a little early to speak with the guards there. As I had mentioned, please introduce yourselves to them. The captain of the guard's name is Volutlan Opelbrew.
Ronald McDonald.
Just ask for Opelbrew.
Apple brew.
We're here to
Opal.
talk to Obabu.
Oh, is it
Obabu?
Brew.
I think it's
Disgusting.
Dwarven.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Opal Brew. Like the rock. Opal Brew.
They love rocks
Like
and
the rock
alcohol.
and the beer.
The what?
Opal.
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 Wait.
Braddock, why does
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. I got it. I got it now.
Uh,
Okay.
It's got that dwarven,
What is it called?
you know, the
Opal.
Brew.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
casserole in it.
No, the old family wasn't as known for casseroles. at the
However,
time. That's kind of the new generation.
I do
Oh,
have some requests, as
If we become
there is
part of
going
the
to be
caste
a
system,
number of,
maybe we'll become that.
high-profile
Bob's been trying.
people at this event. Those of the upper crust, those in the know, those who wish to have elbows rubbed, talk to the people at this party. Martine will explain it to you sometime. But while I am sending you there, I am sending you there early to see if you'd ingratiate yourselves with the guards. However, simply granting some sort of credence, some validity to these faces which are not known. All of the Marisel guard are personally known and appointed, and even the guests would recognize them, as there are very few new guests who show up here, and to have such a large crew show up out of nowhere, it would be conspicuous. And so I do not want to raise any alarm. Lord knows that there will be bodyguards and political backstabs going on here as much as possible as it is. So I've arranged a bit of an entourage for you to attend with. And she gestures over to the door, and walking through the door are 5 individuals. You see somebody you've not seen since Osnabrück, but done up pretty nice. They have their hair in a very pretty, fancy braid. Refitted and polished. Oh no, you saw them after Osnabrück. Isadora Brundlefly, the dwarven scientist, with her peg leg and her robotic eye and robotic hand, comes out, lights one of the cigars that Braddock has. Congratulations, my friend. I heard the news and saw the damage.
Yeah, yep. Don't worry, that's been covered and baby-proofed.
Behind her,
There's a pool noodle around the
there are 4 individuals who
The one card's like, I didn't even see
had
him
a
do
little bit of
this.
run-ins with. You see the decked out in almost like an 80s rave style party outfit with like slicked back, spiky hair with like a big like lightning streak dyed into it is Lordio.
Yes.
Oh, it's been so long since I've been to a Marisel party, but I am excited.
drugs.
You know, I've been trying to go a little clean. I'm just using the vape now.
You're not
The
gonna
vape
go
is
to
full
a
of that.
party.
It's fun.
Are you trying to say you don't have drugs for a party?
No, I've got drugs for a party, but they're mine and I'm not sharing them with any of the riffraff. I mean, I'll share them with you, girl, but like, please.
I pull out money.
Brandon pulls out the notepad.
Just have a running list of everyone's crimes.
Next to him is Malthea, dressed in a very goth party raver outfit. They've all got like
Is the
bags.
party now?
Next
Should I
them.
get dressed?
Well,
And
I
we're
was
on our
going
way
to
to
hope
it.
that we would leave within the day. I just asked them to prepare, and the Atvarians have been, cooped up as it were. They have not really left much of the island aside from the minor dalliances.
Mono coming?
You all.
We're on Bailakar right now.
He hasn't
Okay,
finished
I go to their
stating
house.
who is in this room. I am listening for this.
Wardrobe.
Okay, they've got all their to bring shit for you.
Yeah. To
Okay,
get
perfect.
dressed.
And
Martine won't be the only one pregnant at the end of this.
behind Malthea is dressed in a very Clark Kent Renaissance-esque, but as good old boy as you can get, Mono. It's like how.
Malthea, you can get me pregnant too, right?
We can try. And then he's like, "This will be
I don't get it.
exciting. A party." Right? You're salivating, dear.
Can we get a janitor? There's a puddle over here. I don't understand.
And then
Okay, yeah, we'll meet you at the docks. Talani leaves with Mono.
each of them has 3 suitcases, and then finally behind them with 6 suitcases that some poor schmuck is carrying, copper rings still around their forehead, and Runa Stanley, whatever the fuck that is,
Stanley
filled with
cup?
God knows what.
I think it's just actually a Stanley.
It's just a Stanley
Where'd you get that? I want
with
one.
their hungover
Runa.
sunglasses on, taking a swig.
That's not how you drink a Stanley.
Let's get out of here, bitches! It's Crescinda Avarian.
I like how Christinda went from badass, scary bitch leader to giving now 45-year-old
Just
soccer
drunk
mom
aunt.
energy.
She took away her means of power, dude. She's just enjoying life with the
For
money
her
that she
own
has
safety.
now. She knows, so she's just having fun with it.
Yeah.
I had
Talani, when
7
she sees
cocktails
Mono,
this morning.
come by with this, dorky little,
Going for 9 this
Clark
afternoon.
It's
Kent
definitely a
outfit.
bow tie or
Yes.
a tie that's too skinny for
Yeah,
his.
For
Yeah.
as big as it. She just bolts out. She just grabs his hand and just please.
His
Yeah.
shirt is one size too small, so it's just clenched tight.
The button top ones are a
Yeah, he
little
accidentally
gapping.
flexes in one of them.
What are we doing at the party again? The day-long party?
Well,
I don't
she's
have
doing
any-
mono.
I meant the tents, but yes.
Yeah, the test.
We are supposed to be gathering
Sorry.
information on a specific
We are
individual
gathering information on the host of the
noble
party
family.
/ also.
I'm so good at espionage.
However, I am asking you to please head there. Like I said early, I would like to spend a day there before the guests arrive to try and ingratiate yourselves with cigars.
Honor
Before the
myself.
party, there's always work they're trying to do around the castle. They are not there year round. There are beasts that take up refuge. It is
Sounds
not
like
a place that
perfect
is
time for an
simply
expansion.
patrolled and kept clean 100% all of the landmass. So this would may perhaps be a simple way for somebody with your skill set. But checking with the guards themselves, absolutely. Checking with the guards themselves would be a better way, if I may. But if there's anything, other questions I can answer, I will do my best. But you will be attending.
Don't look at me. Talani is not here
Okay.
anymore.
You will be attending with the Atvarians who have been invited.
Is there any other questions? You can ask them to me. What's our family leave plan like? I got to start looking at that here coming up.
Yes. Well, we have 2 months of paternity leave.
Yeah, I need to
Could be
look into
better,
that
but
too.
there's definitely worse.
We had to
Yeah.
fight for
I'm
that.
not here.
We had
Yeah.
to fight for that. We'll take the win.
Talani is
Yeah,
seriously
just
making
recently
out
found out
Mono
I'm a dad too.
Oh yeah.
You missed the window on that one.
So. Bloodview Island, from here, is about a day's journey. It's to the west. It's kind of on the way to Ilbrook and the Burning Reef. But it's still within the Bailakar region.
Is it like the first island to the left?
Kinda. private enough to where people have to kind of go out of their way to get to it. But not necessarily way out in the middle of nowhere. Just on the fringe of society. Peaceful ride. Again, the mists are acting weird. But you guys are definitely in the area that would be out of season.
By the way, when we get on the ship, it has truly already been completely baby-proofed. You guys walk outside, there's corners being covered up, and Braddock's just... Yeah, I got pretty much most of it done.
I mean, do you really
Bubble wrap
expect to
on
be
the wall.
bringing your infant child on our
No,
adventure?
this is just prepping. I got a lot of literature for myself, everyone else. Everyone has a copy of a book. It just says
What you
it takes
expect when you're expecting.
Yeah, no, it takes a village on everyone's nightstand.
What to expect when your ship's captain is expecting?
Say, what to expect when you're expecting is so smug.
Yeah.
It is a deeply smug book. And I hate it. And I kind of want to smack the lady who wrote it.
Oh, wow.
Very
Not
strong take.
not because of anything that she wrote is like bad or incorrect, but just like tone it down, lady. Anyway, that's my take on that. I have that book.
So.
Anyway, back to the story.
No. I didn't know that. It's about a day's journey. Is there anything that you guys want to do before you leave?
Wow.
Cassidy is going to try and see if he can get another
Already
bag of
got it.
holding, because his was taken.
Does Balikar have that?
Oh! Your bag of holding was taken?
Yeah, remember when the cave-in happened, and then they were only able to grab the armor, but my bag of holding was left behind?
Yeah.
And and then we tried to get it back, but it was stolen.
The bag man told it.
Yeah.
I would have given that back to you.
No. It wasn't the bagman who took it. It was like
You don't know who took it.
What?
Yeah.
You went back and somebody took it. You don't know who took it.
Yeah.
Well, we
Bagman
have an
literally-
idea who took it now because
Because the
the
shit that
hag
was in
had
them.
the shit.
Yeah, the egg had the shit.
Yeah. So
So how else was she gonna wind up where a bag of holding was left alone?
So are you saying that the bagman, when he returned my armor, he would have returned the bag of holding
Yes,
to
I
me?
forgot that they.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yep, I forgot that they took that.
Everything that was in the bag of
So-
holding was taken out.
So it's
So
an
it's
empty bag of holding.
No,
but-
it's still good. Yeah, it's got. I guess.
Except
It's
maybe
got whatever
some-
they didn't want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
all
like,
the magic items are there, but all the cash is gone.
I do have something. After the costume change, Talani would have sat like on the floor of her room or like on her belly and drawn a picture of herself or painted a picture of herself wearing it.
Okay.
And dried it and very carefully rolled it up and waited to get to Balikar to post it to her dad.
Ooh, love it.
Yeah.
Sermia's gonna open a bank account.
All right.
first time for everything.
And she will put all of her money except her platinum.
I'm gonna go make sure my uniform is fully up. I'm gonna make sure all the metal
Pressed, shined, polished. Yep. Ron, you take your monthly bath.
I do, and also I'm going to take some time to get my new saddle of the Cavalier on Mare and test it out to make sure I can't get fucked over again by some bats. I'm so sick of being picked up and dropped from high.
You went 300 feet in the air. How can I help
So
myself?
tired
I know.
of being grailmoored.
I don't blame you at all. He's just thinking I'm sick of being dropped from like a 30-story
You can
building.
blame me a little. It's fine.
He had nothing to do with this. He had everything to do with it.
It was not his idea. Totally his idea.
You, still for a decent amount of time, Julian, working on some more research, and he's tinkering with the
all those parents.
stone. And he's like,
This one's bullshit.
If I have a little bit more time working on this, I might be able to
This author is very smug.
access at least the top of the database that he has in here. I don't know how deep we'll be able to dive, but we'll be able to maybe get some surface level info. Maybe we have to work with it to unlock some more keys within it. But it seems like a fragment of his like intelligence was actually put in here, an artificial intelligence. I don't know how else to say it, but a piece of him that contains a fragment of his memories is in this rock.
And when Cassidy touched it, he found out that it required the blood of a heir or someone in the Beld family.
Because this isn't like a gate, I think just a little bit of blood will suffice. Because before we tried to open a whole grotto with my blood, but I think just maybe like even just a thumbprint or something should be enough to activate this. But do we want to do it here? Do we want to wait till we get into the castle and kind of settle down or this mansion that we're going to? Do we want to like do it in private? I just don't want to do it in front of people. They'll freak out if Aaron Bell pops up, even if it's just
let's wait until we're somewhere private.
Okay. I mean, I know we're on the boat, but just sometimes it helps if we're on like a landmass, not in the middle of the water, stuff like that.
In the middle of the water with the.
Yep.
Tony isn't here. She's making out with Mono. What am I doing?
Right.
If she was there, and she's like, "Wait, what the hell am I doing? I can be making out with Mono right now."
She did not get to make out with Mono at the ball, and I am making up for lost time.
So they come back, like pulling the straps back up on their dress, and he's like adjusting like, his hair and everything as you guys like arrive towards the island. It is a large, just rock jutting up out of the island, forested on many sides. You see a castle kind of in the middle. The island might be like 3 miles side to side. Not small, but not huge. You can see seagulls, land masses. There looks to be like some small houses like down towards the bottom that maybe some of the people who work at the place. There's also a small lighthouse just on the outside of the island. And you can see that there are already some boats docked. Not many, but it looks like a longer dock than you'd expect for an island this size. But you can assume they will probably all be filled up by 2 nights from now, when everybody gets here for the first half of the party. So I guess technically you guys arrived 2 nights early. You're arriving there, meeting people. Then there's the day before the party. Everybody arrives. Sleep. Wake up partying. Some people sleep. Some people just party the full sun up to sundown next night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Drugs.
drinking, but I'm doing many drugs.
But it's very similar to like UP rock formations, that kind of like tan rock, multi-layered with like tall pine trees sticking up on it. People flag you guys down as you pull up into it. They've got a tray of mimosas waiting for you as you arrive.
Would you like more mimosa?
Welcome to the Marisel estate here on Bloodview Island. This very tall, elegant, well-kept elf approaches all of you. If I may introduce myself, I am Fosterline Dimbreeze. I am your maitre d' for the events. I have been informed by Madame Tesson of your arrival, and we are pleased that you come with some of our guests. And they tip. And they're waving Crescenda. Hello, Fossey! And she just grabs a mimosa and keeps going. She knows where she's going.
She just grabs the tray and keeps going.
Just one, ma'am. You're no fun.
Just one tray.
Yeah, just one tray. I know. I hear you, Fossey. Ma'am, she's quite a firecracker. But please show the Atwarians to their room. We have assured that you are all staying within the same hallway as one another. We try to keep our guests who arrive together on the estate. It is easy to get lost here, as you can understand. And he gestures up, and you can see it's like a 150-foot drop under the water, from like the top. And he says, there are those who we unfortunately have lost throughout the years of these parties. In their drunken stupor, they do wander away from the festivities and, well, the ground does just disappear at some point out here in the ocean, so please do be careful. We have tried to put magical barriers up to cover as much of the island as possible, but there are still some nooks and crannies, as you can imagine. If you have any questions, please feel free to call for me, Fosterling, or one of our many other helpers here. And please do take a mimosa.
Me, Mort, and Jessica take a mimosa and form a hag coven.
Oh, right here on the docks. All right then. I guess the party started early.
I'm like out of her earshot, like as we're like walking away. I was totally right about the hunting people thing.
How big is the estate?
So
Everybody's staying there?
everyone's staying there.
So it's massive.
It's a massive mansion.
I'm gonna read a book right now. It's called, oh, I wonder what this is. The world's most dangerous game. I wonder what this is.
It's weird. Their library is full of all these books, and all of them are all the same book.
It's all the world's most dangerous.
So we arrive
That's
how many
concerning.
days before the party?
2 days before.
2 days before the party. Okay.
This day, tomorrow's when all the other guests arrive, and then they wake up the day after and just fucking go.
And this guy, what's his name?
Lionel Marisel.
Richie.
He wanted us to ingratiate ourselves with the guard.
Oh, Tassan wanted you guys to ingratiate yourselves with the guards because they'll give you a little more access than some of the guests might have to the rest of the game.
And what does Fossey think we are to the Atvarians? Like they're
They seem to have spoke with Tassan, so they understand why you're here.
We seem pretty intimately involved with the Avarians to some extent.
Braddock would not have taken a mimosa. He would
I don't know what
heard
you
the whole
mean. And
speech
Talani's hand is
respectfully,
like
and
in
then went,
Mono's
That is
back
wonderful.
pocket.
Thank you. I will partake in that later. In this case, though, first, where is Opal Brew? I need to inspect the guards.
Ah, yes, the captain of the guard. Please do follow me.
And
I follow,
being the
but
deputy,
with the
I follow
mimosa.
him as well.
So you guys
you can have
all
mine.
kind of follow.
No, I'm
Ron
trying
goes,
to quit drinking. I just need the one
We
for the
will
hag coven.
we'll end on this button. We'll open next week with you guys watching as you approach.
Jessica.
The guards are all like, again, you can tell everybody's like, everything's like set up, decked out, but people are kind of relaxed right now. It's kind of like the calm before the storm. The guards are like unarmored in like the clothes they wear underneath their armor, and they're in like a dirt ring, just like doing like a boxing match with each other, and people are like, yeah, go! The people are like drinking, like, come on, fuck them up! Go, give her what for! And people are just like decking it. You can see kind of like in the middle, there's a half-orc individual, and then there's a dwarven lady. She's got dark skin, thick braids, and she's got like one eye totally bruised, smiling, and then like the orc comes in for a haymaker, and she ducks and southpaws him right underneath the jaw, and he goes flying, and she's like, I could do this all day. And she looks to you all, Fossey, what do you want? And it goes, Opal Brew.
Hello, Captain.
I want to fight.
Hey, that's where we'll pick up with you guys at the boxing ring.
I feel like it would
Ooh, I
be
call
Sermia
it-
just like, I want to fight, and immediately Braddock's like, I got a bet on her. Okay, who's
Yeah, he's unarmed.
I feel like while we're on this island, I leave my armor on the boat, but everything else I bring with me.